Hi and welcome. Today I'll be talking about creating new routines for lives that create healing because we're pretty routine bound as a species. We like our little routines, and a lot of us have routines which are adding and actually encouraging illness and disease and do not foster growth, evolution, nor transformation. Illness is important because that is what gives us the opportunity to slow down, look at all the beauty in our lives, and begin to create a whole different set of routine. So if you find that you're ill now, please use it. Use it to create the life that you wish to live. Be aware that you're in charge. We are, each and every one of us, in charge of our lives. Anything in our life and everything is manifested by us, down to the smallest, most silliest thing. Where just because we see this silly doesn't mean it's silly, but we manifested it, so it has a place in our lives. I would like to invite you to today look at the routines of your life. What routines have you claimed from your ancestors, from your grandparents, even if you didn't know them, because they were handed down to your parents, to caretakers, to teachers, to mentors? What routines do you hold to be valuable to you, and which ones do you think are not serving your need anymore? Have you ever taken time to just sit with yourself and ask, does this really serve my need? I suggest that you go through the day today, go through the activities of today. You ask every single thing you do, does this really serve my need? Now, what do I mean by need? Well, Maslow has a whole set of things that he thinks are our needs, but I only see these. Air, you need air. Ask yourself, will I be able to breathe deeper as a result of this? If you find yourself engaged in a lot of anger, you're breathing shallowly. You're not breathing deeper. If you're doing something joyous, you're most likely you're breathing deeper. If you're by the ocean, if you're going for a hike, yes, you'll be breathing deeper. So ask yourself, am I actually meeting my needs with this that I've decided to do right now? Another need is water. That's the second most important need. Ask yourself, will this hydrate me or will this dehydrate me before you put anything on your body, your skin, in your mouth, on your hair? Will this add more hydration to my life or not? Then there is the question of food. Oh, so many of us have a problem with this. We don't realize what food is. We have been succumbing to the mass hypnosis of things that are certainly not food that we call food. So now you need to rethink, is this food or not? Rather than ask, does this nourish or nurture me? Ask yourself first, is this food or not? If it's not food, it will not nourish nor nurture you. How do you know if it's food? Does it come straight from the earth or not? Then there is shelter. Are you giving yourself the kind of shelter that you need? Or is your place chaotic? Is it cluttered? Is it full of mess and dirt and dust all over? Then you will need to find time to clean it. Now, let's say you say, I can't find time. I go to work early in the mornings. I spend an hour and a half to 2 hours in traffic. I come home. Where's the time? What I suggest is 15 minutes every day. 15 minutes every day that you declutter. Just find one thing to declutter for 15 minutes, one thing to clean for 15 minutes. Whether it's a wash basin you're cleaning, whether it's a toilet you're cleaning, whether it's a part of the floor, maybe just the entrance to your home that you clean for 15 minutes. Every day for 15 minutes you do this. This will be a new routine for you that will end up with such a feeling of lightness of being and a lighter feeling of your own self into the world. Now, what else do we need to add to this? We've got shelter, air, water, food. You in the middle. There you are in the middle. That is you. You need to add yourself to this equation. What can you do for yourself today? A new routine in which you recognize that you exist. I suggest meditation. I suggest gardening. I suggest putting your hands on the soil. I suggest walking on barefoot on the land, on the ground. I don't mean concrete. I mean the earth, Mother Earth, or on a beach. I suggest lying on the ground, lying in soil. I suggest spending some time with a flower, just truly being with the flower in all of its magnificence until you see your own self reflected in that flower and you recognize your own magnificence in that flower. What about if you just spend some time today washing dishes mindfully, not rushing through washing the dishes, but be fully present for it, where you breathe in as you soap the dish, you breathe out as you put the water on the dish. Find a routine around washing dishes, where dishwashing will become very pleasant for you and you look forward to it. The routines are important. They reflect our values, the values in our lives. Just make sure that they line up with what you say are your own values. And I think you'll find that you'll be able to create routines that will end up helping you to create a life of tremendous meaning, love, grace, beauty, and truth. So until next time here, Monday to Friday, at this time on these elegantly raw tidbits, I suggest that you put a list together of all these routines and start at least with one. So please click the notification button and the subscribe button and leave me your comments below of what new routines you'd like to add and which ones you want to let go of and how you will do this. So thank you for coming by today. I trust that you will try this and let me know how